Hello everyone, I am Mulbre, the Cryptid Slime, and today we're playing some Aurora Hills Chapter 1. It's made by Novasoft Interactive, and I guess they've made some other puzzle games, but I have not tried them yet. I'm looking forward to trying them at some point. And this is currently free to play on Steam, so that's like someone as a poor gamer like myself, that was pretty enticing. So you know, if you guys like what you see and don't want to watch the whole video before trying it out yourself, totally encourage that. For the music, I did want to mention before we get into it that we're listening to LoFi Geek and not the actual soundtrack for the game. Just because of, you know, copyright stuff that's above my education level. But yeah, I just wanted to try something new. Normally I do stream live on Twitch on the weekends or during the week if work allows it, but mostly just on the weekends. But I wanted to try just recording puzzle games and putting them on YouTube without being live in the process, because I know sometimes that bothers people. Constant notifications, constantly dragging my attention away. So I hope you guys like this format and enjoy hanging out and watching these with me, but let's get into it. We've got start. I do love the aesthetics going on here, like this autumn vibe, which is nice because in real life it's starting to feel a lot like autumn. We're getting a lot of rain. So we have difficulty. Puzzles will be easier. Hints help with puzzles can be changed. We have hard. Oh, that disables hints. Is that it? It's just normal and hard. I mean, I would like harder puzzles, but with hints. I guess we'll just go with normal for now. Because I like my hints. It is kind of a lovely home. I like all the artwork. Oh, it's moving. Oh gosh. Well, that's not part of the aesthetics. I'm so confused. Is this like the creator's opening sequence? Oh, we were dreaming. Okay. 7:30. That's too early. As somebody who's worked night shift for the last 6 years, ever since becoming an adult, I always find it so weird to think that it's normal for people to get up early. Welcome to Aurora Hills. Would you like to enable a quick tutorial to show you how to play the game? Sure. Inventory. You can use items that you collect in the world from the inventory. Okay, it's empty at the moment. You can combine certain items together and create new items here. It's highlighting this hammer and wrench. Objective. Looks like the little exclamation mark. Every now and then, objectives will become available. You can view them here. Hints, little spyglass. If you're ever stuck, you can use hints from here. And a back button. Go back to the previous scene where you just came from. Okay. So it looks like it's just a still image of a bedroom here. Oh. My camera. I can use it to take photos of interesting things. You can use the camera to take pictures of points of interest and useful clues. Okay. It's a little puppy right there. Special recognition presented to Ethan Hill. In appreciation for your many years of dedicated service as a park ranger. 1974. Well, I'm going to assume that we are Ethan Hill, and I'm going to assume it's October 1981, either the 6th or the 7th. I can't believe it's already October. So I push the little home button, see what that does. Oh! Okay. We can edit that out. The Psychology of Reoccurring Dreams. I'm hoping this book will explain the strange nightmares I've been having. My office desk. I've spent many sleepless nights here mulling over missing persons cases. Well, yeah, there's a coffee cup there. Very important. So, reoccurring dreams and missing persons cases. What a mess. I should really clean up in here. That is a mood, my guy. It's a little bit drippy drippy. My park ranger uniform. Nice and dry after washing it last night. No time to take a shower. I'm running late for work and better get going. Alright, I'm going to try and read these a little bit quicker before things have time to kind of disappear here, but I am a bit of a slow reader when it comes from making that connection from eyes to mouth. Missing Evelyn Fisher and Jared Carson. One went missing 8/12/79. The other went missing at 23/7/80. So about a year apart. They're pretty similar people. Like, they're a year difference, and they got green eyes versus brown eyes. But what I meant by similar people is they seem to have like a pretty similar, like, height is pretty close, weight is pretty close, age is really close. Man, I really need to clean up here. Ooh, we got a snack. He's just saying that he doesn't have time to grab it or to cook anything. West Virginian Herald. Weekly newspaper for West Virginia. Local man goes missing while hiking. Search efforts by local law enforcement to locate Patrick Murphy, 28, came up empty last week. Patrick was reported missing Tuesday, September 29th, by his family, who filed a missing persons report after he failed to check in with them. Eyewitnesses last saw him hiking alone deep within Aurora Hills National Park. Park rangers were notified of the incident and searched the premises where he was last seen, but no trace of his whereabouts were found, sparking fears for another disappearance that has plagued the region over the last 2 years. So this is 1981, and that girl went missing in 1979, so she's probably one of the first people to go missing. We've started a large-scale grid search around the area where he was last seen, says Ron Goodman, sheriff of Aurora Hills. We're working alongside park officials and are hoping to find traces of where he could be. Ooh, we're park officials. I actually used to want to be a park ranger when I was a kid. Aurora Hills, a quiet town located in the national park of the same name, has been afflicted with several disappearances starting just over 2 years ago in August 1979, where Henry Lowe went missing from his homestead just outside of the rural community. Since then, 15 more people have gone missing, including Patrick. Of the 15, 6 have disappeared in the last 3 months alone, triggering a mass exodus from the small town. Well, that's not good. That is a lot. That is a... Ooh, just trying to click around. So it looks like it's just going to take us to the couch. Anything in here? Photo album. Okay. I like the old corded headset. I used to have a pair that was actually darn near identical to that. That's a cute little town. It's locked. I need my key. Okay. I guess I've already missed something. Where were the keys? Where would a man who's exhausted put his... Okay, I should check my check to switch items up. Thank you. Hint. Thank you. The hint literally said check your objectives and see what items you need, then find them around the house. And it says car keys. Thanks. But no thanks. I will take a different hint. Nothing here is movable. Nothing here is like letting me pick it up and slide it. Apparently there is something over here that, yes, we can click on the couch. Okay. Now we can progress. It's a nice little drive. It's a cute town. I like a one school bus kind of town. We got some really tiny towns around here that are like that. Do you think one town...
There is still no sign of 28-year-old Patrick Murphy, who went missing in Aurora Hills National Park last week. Local law enforcement, alongside park officials, have been searching the area where he was last seen, but haven't found any traces of him. This marks the latest in a series of 14 similar disappearances in the Aurora Hills region over the past 2 years. So far, none of the now missing 15 people have been found.
Well, that's not good. I was saying we've got some towns here that are so small with the buses. They park there in the town and there's only like 2 or 3 of them. And then it just picks up the kids and takes them to the bigger school district down the road. Alright, we've made it. I'm going to assume this is the ranger station. There was probably a sign, but... Employee parking, okay. Jen's car, she must have gotten an early start for the day. Ooh. One of our 2 park ranger trucks. Jen must have taken the other one. I won't be anything right here now, though. Missing Clara Summers. Description: date of birth December 7th. Female, 5 feet 6 inches, brown hair. Last seen hiking near National Park boundary between Plainmont Ridge and Mattapon Pass. Look, this old phone hasn't worked in a long time. It still accepts your money, though. Gotta love that. It must have been years since this old bus stop was used. I'm just old enough that I remember payphones, but not using them. I think when I was a kid, they still worked, but they were taking them down. So Ranger Station. I guess I'll just go inside. So she's not here. So it's just us. Celestial Planisphere. Southern and northern. Okay. Where's the Dipper? It'll be northern here. Oh, they probably won't have the Dipper. These are all of the celestial signs. Oh no, there's Ursa Major. Okay. So there's this right here at the tip of my pointer is part of the Dipper. Ooh, give me that coffee. I have to collect the things to make the coffee. The old fax machine, it's painfully slow but still works. Hey, this has writing on it. I guess I don't get to click on that paper. Missing person report. Harrison Mueller, last seen on the front porch of his house located in the town of Aurora Hills. Oh, he wasn't even out hiking. He was right off his front porch. There's the coffee, just what I need this morning. Okay, so first thing we gotta do is make that coffee. Oh, I still don't have what I need to make it work. I can't just grab one of those cups. Alright, we're on a hunt for cups. Because if there's anything anyone should know about me from watching my content, it's just how much caffeine I consume in any given day. Okay, I just took somebody's tweezers. Didn't even ask for them, I just took them. Missing Marvin Warner. 75, male, Caucasian, 5'10", farmer. And he was last seen on his homestead. So again, another person who wasn't even out in the woods. They were just minding their own P's and Q's. Oops, I don't want to go there again. Okay, I'm guessing this is one of our puzzles we gotta solve at some point. Missing Kadir Samra. Male, 38, 6'1". On August 7th, 1981, approximately 11:30 a.m., Aurora Hills law enforcement sent out a missing person notice for Kadir. He was last seen at the sawmill where he was working at the time. Sorry if I was mispronouncing that, by the way. It's locked. There's something in the keyhole. Ooh, I can use the tweezers to get it out. Oh, and then we gotta pick the... Still can't get in. It was closed, but still can't get in. How about into this office? I remember taking this photo of Jen back on her first day as a park ranger. So this must be Jen's office. Oh boy. It's got astrological signs at the top though, so I mean there is an astrological poster. Oh, okay. Oh, we're classy. We brew into a coffee pot, not just straight into the mug. Patrick Murphy missing as of September 29th. Alright, I don't see anything else. Unless we want to break into her locker real quick. Which, let me get this written down here. Where did I do with my pen? And my pad of paper's gone. Okay. Gonna pause and be right back. Okay. Pen and paper acquired. So for the symbols we have an up arrow and then the fancy M with an arrow. I'm gonna be honest, I don't actually know any of these astrological signs. I think the one with like the loops on the the two canes back to back, I think that one is the goat. And then I think the last one is the twins. I think Tauros maybe in between them. I don't. Okay. Where did we see that poster? Oh no. Oh no. Well, shoot, without actually knowing what the symbols, because they're supposed to be in part to do with the thing. Okay, so we have okay, if we just go by like the words that are in bold here, We have Capricorn, Sagittarius, Pavo. I want to say Ophiuchus, Libra, Lupus, Centaurus, Hydra, Virgo, Scorpio, Pupus, Aquarius, Urandus, Phoenix, Sculptor, Grus, Orion, Aries, Taurus, Ursa Major, Leo, Lynx, Pisces, Hercules, Hercules, Draco, Andromeda, Cancer, Aquila, Gemini, Cygnus. I know some of these are what we're looking for. Sagittarius, Capricorn, Libra, Scorpio, Aquarius, but what matches up where, I don't know. So we'll just get our coffee. Can't go wrong with coffee. There's got to be a guide somewhere. Oh, we got a fax. And it killed the power. Oh, but the sweet, sweet coffee. The coffee maker alongside the fax machine must have blown the fuses. Oh. The coffee. I guess it's saying we gotta fix the fuses, but... Oh. Oh, well, now that's helpful. Found the symbols, guys. So if we find the matching symbols... We've got... sideways. I'm gonna say that one's up, but to the angle. Then the next one is Pisces. I'm gonna say same direction as the previous one. And then, oh, it's Aries is that one. Okay. Taurus, I think would... Okay, I'm questioning the direction of Taurus. I want to say it's either to the side or up. But it's like... Okay, hold on. Let's just test what I have so far. So we have sideways, angular, angular, downwards, angular, and then we're gonna try sideways. Okay, that didn't work, so... Whoops. Anything off of that one? No. Okay. Check I got these in the right order. Oh, you know what? It is pointing to each one. Like, I wonder if that means something extra. If that's not just the next one in the sequence. Okay. So we'll start by going to the left. And then in relation from that one, we'll go angular. And then from this one in relation to Pisces, it's not up, it's straight across. And then in relation to Aries, it's down at an angle. Taurus is straight up. And then from that one, down at an angle. Okay, so we've changed one direction. Sideways, up, sideways, down. I feel like I messed up. Hold on. I need to cross out. Okay. Oh, that did it perfect. So the little arrows in between did mean something. There's a flashlight. I knew it was around here somewhere. Oh, Winnigin's hairpins could be useful. This looks like something important, so we'll take a picture of that. I mean, because why else would you just have like a weird graph drawn? So this said we needed something to pick it. Hair pieces are usually used for that. You know, that's kind of conveniently placed. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little conveniently placed. Hairpin, unlock the door. I don't know what the difference between the blue and the gray is, but I'm gonna assume it means because we have to go all the way up. But like, why would she have a picture of the inner workings of a locking mechanism? I think that opened it. When even we can't see inside. But hey, you know, who am I to judge the minds of an evil genius? Maybe I should try something else. It's screwed shut. It's locked. Ooh, what's this? A bit to a screwdriver. So looks like we have another thing to take a picture of. This time somebody used the screwdriver, which, oh my gosh, I can't believe somebody would mess with the tool that way, to etch into the wall a pattern. Got some blocks here. It's like, it's a solid row, then 1, 2 sticking out. And this one is 1 sticking out with a solid row, 1, 2 bottom. And then same with this one, it's got 1, 2, 1, a solid row, 1. I can't tell if that's my flashlight that keeps dimming or if it's my computer screen. And it's tripping. It is so weird. It is so weird. Okay. I mean, each one of these is kind of similar. It could be one of those find the pattern to get the... Because there was that puzzle that had all the little buttons to push. So it could be like trying to find the next one in the sequence. Okay, so the solid row is moving 1 over. So it's safe to assume that this whole row is going to be solid. It's moving 1, and I'm assuming that means things are appearing on the other side. So then that piece is going to be solid. Or I should say pushed. That piece is going to be pushed. Yeah, because it's touching right there. So you move those over, it's going to be touching. So then from that piece, you'd go down 1, 2. With 1 below. So 1, 2. Is that not right? I mean, wouldn't it just be this one but flipped? This has to be it. I guess I'm missing something and I'm not entirely sure what it is that I'm missing. Thanks I got that far. Okay. Okay, okay. It's telling me things I've already figured out. Wait, it blocked out those bottom 3? Oh, am I filling out the gaps? Oh my gosh. I can't believe it took me. Okay, so I had the solution, but I did it backwards. I was doing it backwards. It was, you had to push in the blank spaces, and leave popped out the, in my mind was the solution. A tubular key, a screwdriver, but it's missing the bit, a sticky note that says don't forget. Oh, that's high expectations. Okay, so we have a screwdriver now. So we'll go back into here. This would fit a tubular key. Oh, I'm not even going to try to pretend to be ready for that. Does this matter? Or is this part of the problem? It's not working. I don't think it has any electricity to power it. Okay, so we're not ready for that. The fuse is blown out, discard it. So this is at 5, 3, 5. I'm assuming this is in the red, so it needs to actually get down to 2, 5, and 3. Interesting. That's too high. That didn't make much of it. Okay, we'll probably need another fuse. Is this gonna yell at us and tell us anything if we keep messing with it? Just like the last one? No. There was another spot we could use the screwdriver. It didn't take it away from us. This had some screws on it. A 4-amp fuse. Listen for dial tone. Deposit 25 cents to coin slot dial number. Oh, radial phones are fun. I've never seriously used a radial phone, but I do know how to use them, so there is that. Ooh, it is. Okay. Okay. We currently have the bottom fuse set at 5. The second fuse is at 2. Has one too many. The top one doesn't have enough. Fudge. What does the hints have? Okay, the hints moved the 2 and the 4. So we're gonna leave the 2 and the 4 there. And just figure it out from there. Okay. Actually, you know what? I guess if we try and figure this out as a math equation, using the -2, instead of using the 2 to reduce just one number, try and get it to reduce as many as possible. So having that 2 where it's at might be the best spot for it. Because it's getting that 4 down where it needs to be. So then from here... No, it put that 2 there. The -2 has to go there. If that's where the 4 goes. Oh! Oh, I did it! Okay. The little light's green now. I'm gonna be honest, I just started moving things around. Yeah, these 2 things are... This archival room and this is connected. Okay. What's happening here? Stuff just lit up. That darkened. Okay, this dial down here with the red looks like my starting point, with this being the end point. Does that not work? I'm assuming it means I have to get... Oh, there we go. Heck yeah. I'm gonna be real, at this point in the story, I have no idea what's going on. Like, why is our park ranger station so complicated? Why am I locked out of everything? Why is there another coffee cup? What are we even doing? Like, what is the goal for the day? I don't know if I missed story or... Because at this point, there's a ton of missing people and Jen's not here. I guess if we go to try and find Jen, maybe that's the goal, is we're trying to go meet up with her. Oh, actually, before we delve into whatever this hot mess is, the power's back on. Which means my coffee should be ready. Give me that sweet, sweet brew. Wow. Never mind, but it'll let us start the fax machine. Maybe this will answer some of those questions. October 6th, 1981. Subject: search for Patrick Murphy. To Ethan Hill from Jennifer Reed. Sent from the visitor center. Hey Ethan, I decided to get an early start to the day and I'm at the park visitor center right now. I'll be heading out deeper into the national park soon to start searching the area where Patrick was last seen, 2 miles southeast of Kenaway Lake. I'll leave a note with any clues that I find here in the main office for when you arrive. I'm going to take a look around for now. P.S. The road here was washed out due to the heavy rainfall over the last few weeks, so take our second park ranger truck instead of that hunk of metal you call a car. There should be an extra set of keys in the archival room. See you soon, Jen. Okay, that definitely answered all of my pesky what in the world is going on questions. I totally got lost in the puzzles there, so we were getting the power back so we could get the note, not the coffee, the note. Meet up with Jen. Jen mentioned in the fax that she left early to start searching for Patrick. She told me to meet her at the Park Visitor Center, but to take the ranger truck. Okay, so the archival room, which I believe is the one we just got into, was supposed to have an extra set of keys for the spare truck. I swear if the keys are locked in that safe. Missing person. Eyewitness saw Linda taking photos on the bridge where the I-64 crosses the Haven River. Haven, spelled with a Y. Linda Harmon, blonde, 5'5", 52. So here we've got some lines, some triangles, and I feel like I know what that shape should be called. Somebody will probably tell me what that shape is. A rhombus? No. It's something. So we have oh, these are all pictures, people that we've seen pictures. Oh, should I have been taking notes? We've seen all of these people, and now we have a map with locations. But from what I remember, this guy was at the sawmill. I don't know why they had him pinned up there. And then I think this lady was actually just down here. On the bridge where I-64 crosses the Haven River. I'm sorry, what was her name? Linda Harmon? Linda! You were over here. Yeah, because that's a bridge that's crossing the river. Oh, that photo is placed correctly. Okay. So I'm gonna have to go back and find all of the other posters. Alright, so that was the lumber mill. Okay, Marvin. Where did you go missing, Marvin? Homestead at Stafford Farms. Marvin is Stafford Farms. I'll put a note here about his appearance. Okay. And I'll be real. The last person I'm just gonna click and drag. just random click and drag. Patrick Murphy. We saw him somewhere. Do we get more information, or is it just his photo? There's one here. This guy is last seen on his front porch in the town of Aurora Hills. So Harrison, he gets Aurora Hills. And he has a beard. Okay, that gets us 2 more of those people. I'm gonna see if that gives us enough to just kind of randomly click and drag the other person. I'm gonna be real, I'm kind of lazy like this. So we have Marvin was at Stafford Farms. This one's Marvin. Okay. And Harrison, this guy, was in town. Okay. So that leaves these 2 people. This is kind of hoping it would let me click and drag him wherever, but... How about her? Oh, okay, she's correctly placed. Oh my gosh. Right there at the last minute, letting me correctly place it, all the way by Kinaway Lake. So, everyone is placed correctly now. Which is good. So I'm going to assume by the red lines, and this safe having red lines. So we have triangle, extra lined triangles, and lions. So we've got lions, triangles. I want to say rhombus, honestly. It hasn't been that long since I've been in school, but sheesh. So I'm going to assume line is every single line in between a pin. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It doesn't seem like enough. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, that time I got 12. And now we're looking for triangles. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to assume 3. Because this is a triangle, this is a triangle, and this is a triangle. I don't know if they would count, because this big one here is a triangle, but then it's got a little triangle in it. You know what, let's just do a 4 below it. We can try multiples. And then as for the fancy triangles, I'm seeing 2, because we have 1, 2. So we'll try that for now. Oh shit, I went too far. Oops, too far. Kind of hoping I can kind of guess my way through this, but I might have the wrong number of lines. I wish I could take a photo and then draw on the photo. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that time I got 8. Whereas the time before I got... Alright, let's use a clue. I think all the photos are in the correct positions. And that's it. That is the only clue this one gives me. Okay. What if I go over here and click on a clue? Okay, so this confirms something we already knew. Oh, they were counting the lines in between the lines. Okay. Don't even ask me how I got to 13. I mean to 12. I don't even know how I got to 12, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so we're gonna just stop right there. We're gonna do 13. And then try using some of the numbers that I got on my own. Okay. There we go. So 4 triangles, which I had, and the 2 rhombuses, which I had. I just had to get one more line. Okay, there's the set of the keys that Jen was referring to. Whew, that was definitely a brain workout. I think we're good here. I think we're good. We've saw some missing persons reports. So we've got some good kind of details going on. Like, people are going missing from everywhere, not just from in the forest. So we can kind of rule out a couple different cryptids. Because typically not deer will stay in the woods and wendigos will stay in the woods. That still leaves a few more that come out of the woods. Typically hauntings like wraiths and spirits will stick around where they were murdered. So it's probably not like a victim coming to claim more victims. This must be the car that Jen took to get here. I wonder if she's still around. Do not cross Copperfield Trail. I'm sorry, I did not read that. I should look around for clues in the meantime. Some nice carvings. You are here. Lily's ooh, bathrooms. Oh my gosh, look at all the bathrooms. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 bathrooms. Beautiful. You know the quality of a trail based on how many bathrooms it has. We found a rock. Can I have a pamphlet? Oh, Aurora Hills. I know cursive. I do. I swear. I promise. It just takes me a minute. History. The history of the Aurora Hills region dates all the way back to 1922, where a small community of workers founded the town of Aurora Hills in the Appalachian Mountains. The town was a hotspot for local industry and saw its population grow considerably in the coming decades due to its abundance of natural resources. Okay. In response to the influx of residents and tourists alike, Aurora Hills National Park was formed in 1954 with the small town in its epicenter. At its peak, the population of the town exceeded 8,000. That's actually bigger than my current town that I live in. And the national park hosted thousands more tourists annually. Park information. Aurora Hills is amongst the newest national parks established in the United States. Located in the Appalachian Mountains, the oldest mountain range in North America, the park consists of 105 square miles of natural beauty from the forests and... there we go. From the forests and hills of the Blue Ridge Mountains to the Haven River that cuts through the park. Ooh, we get a little picture right here. I feel as though I should know the shape, but it kind of just looks like a chicken. Tourist destinations. We got hiking trails, conservation area, history museum. Safety and considerations. Don't feed the wildlife. Don't leave tins. No camping, no fires, no hunting. It does mention bears. For the safety of our guests and preservation of the ecosystem, please do not feed or approach wildlife. Many animals, especially bears and moose, are very dangerous, so keep your distance and always keep bear spray with you. For your safety, please keep on the designated hiking areas and never go off trail. Every year, many people go missing around national parks all over the country, and Aurora Hills is no exception. Much of the surrounding area belongs to private companies, and trespassing is strictly forbidden. Lastly, be mindful of weather as it has a tendency to change rapidly. Always bring warm clothes in colder months and bring food and numerous light sources if going out later in the day. If you witness strange weather patterns, especially dense fog, locate one of the many emergency phone booths and follow the listed instructions. Okay. Yeah, you know, I'm trying to think what cryptids bring with them sudden fog. I know that there's a couple that do that, but I think there's something down the storm drain, but it's too dark to make out what it is. Keys! There's a key stuck down there. Thankfully it didn't fall all the way down. I may be able to retrieve it. Okay. Can I move these? I can. So there's another puzzle, US mail. And they took our screwdriver, so we're done with that. Trail closed, they must shut this place down shortly after Patrick. I'm gonna assume Patrick disappeared. An agate gemstone, very pretty. I'm looking at the front of these and thinking to myself, they are very dirty. That's what I'm gonna think to myself, that they're very dirty. Is this another? Oh gosh. Oh no. I am not good at sliding puzzles, but I am gonna give it my best shot. Okay, that bit moves, which is helpful. Because we need that all the way down on the end, and we need that there. How do I get this one out of here? Actually, I think I've got it. Ooh, I actually got it. A black gemstone. I believe it's called stibnite. Stibnite. And we got ourselves a pocket knife. Can we open those drawers? Any more pamphlets? Any clickables? Alright, so we're gonna do the drawers here real quick. So this one has up and down lines with squares. Let's see. I'm gonna put my artist skills to the test. So we've got up and down lines. Okay. Do a little bit of coloring in. Plus chessboard squares. And then we have, and this is all the bottom row, so I guess this might be important. We're on the bottom row. Then next to that we have horizontal lines. Kind of sketch those in a little bit with zigzags. Okay, and then next to that we have diagonal lines. Color those in a little bit with kind of a blocky tooth situation. Okay, that's the bottom row. They're kind of like flags almost. Okay, this one's kind of like, it's got a big X pattern, but then it's shaded in. And I'm not, oh man, you know what? The front of these have different flowers on them. I bet that matters. Okay, and this one has diagonal lines, but they're going the other direction from the diagonal lines on the bottom. I'm going to assume that matters. I'm drawing squares in my notes and then kind of filling in the patterns. And this one's just straight up two halves. That goes straight up and down. Whereas some of these other ones have multiple lines. Okay. And this last one, the exterior, actually has multiple fans in it. Okay. Plus, it has that same kind of blocky tooth pattern, but it's sideways this time. Kind of reminds me of some of the fastenings that they use in Japanese carpentry. It's kind of what it looks like to me. Frick. The flowers did matter. Okay. I recognize this one as being that bottom drawer. So this was going to be the up and down lines with the square lines. And then these, yeah, I think all the flowers were on the bottom. And then this is the up and down tooths. Okay. As for these ones, okay, let me go make sure I've got the flowers in the right. I think I did the flowers in the right order. Yeah. So this one has, let's make a note, 4 points. I can't remember that one. I'm gonna write solid for the middle one because it has a solid exterior, and then we'll put holes for the last one because it doesn't quite have a solid, because what I mean by exterior is like here around the edges. It's a solid bar even though it has dimples, whereas this one, it actually cuts into the pattern and then comes back out. Okay, so we've got the 4, which is going to be okay, and then the solid pattern, which is this one, has the up and down jagged, and that's actually already correct. And then this one, which has the holes, there we go. Ooh, can take somebody's parcel. The parcel's tied up tightly. You'll need something to cut the string. So we're gonna open up somebody's package and just take a single dart. Okay. I like the decisiveness though. You know, we're opening somebody's mail and we just know for a fact that we only want the one dart. So we have a fox for exhibit 2. I'm just gonna write this down because fox. Exhibit 2. Kind of getting a little bit of an eye for some patterns. There's a shape there. I'm gonna line that up a little bit better. You know, with the little to the left being so popular, I want to make sure that we get them lined up properly. Yeah, I guess everybody's kind of been playing a little to the left. The furnace handle is missing. It must be close by. Gift shop. It's locked. I'll need to find a key. Wish I brought some spare change. Oh, I know that feeling. Although it's worse because the only working soda machine that I have access to only takes Canadian coins. So not only do I not have change, but I don't have Canadian change. I don't have any loonies or toonies. Yeesh. I'm not even sure where to begin with that one. So we've taken some notes. We've clicked on all there is to be clicked on. I've got to be missing something. Hold on, did I actually like properly click on this door down here? Yeah, it's locked. I'll need to find a key. Okay, we got a dart. I bet that's the staff room. I mean, the dart's magnetic. This could work, but I'll need another item to use it with. Oh, can I pick up the string? Oh my gosh. Oh, that must be what our little park ranger friend had in mind. The gift shop key. I like that it tells us. So there is absolutely no mistaking. It's the gift shop key. Ooh, that's a lot of fun things. A 9-pound lake trout. Okay. And a spilled cup of coffee. How horrendous. A cash register. I doubt it has been used recently. Not many visitors come here anymore. Oh, that's kind of sad. I've been to a gift shop similar to this one. They're actually a lot of fun. Quartz crystal. I'm like, this block down here is like really brightly colored green. $5.99. One of those viewfinder toys. I need to find a disc before I can use it. Ooh, there's the handle. Yay. Why it's out here, I don't know. But there's bear toys and chests and lots of bears. Lots of wooden toys. Some books. Is that it? Something that I can't get into? Alright, we got the furnace handle. So let's drop this thing off. A topaz. Was that it? Is that all we get? I mean, we're still missing. Okay. Ooh, that's not creepy. Dust just fell from the ceiling. Like, it's zooming in on this. So the 9 and the trout has to be important. So we have the fox with a 2, the rabbit with a 1, the trout with a 9. Oh. Oh, it lets us zoom in on this. Orange, yellow, white, purple, black, and blue to unlock it. Well, you know what's colored, right? Those crystals. And we're gonna do a Mulbre classic, and we're not actually gonna find the last crystal. We're just gonna fake it till we make it. We're gonna draw the box here. So you have 3 across the top. 1 down the side, and then 2 in the middle here. We have purple in the middle, white on the side, black. Do BL for black. BLA for black. How about BLU for blue? And then we'll just do O for orange. Okay, so orange. I'm going to assume the missing one is the yellow. White, purple, black, and blue. Monies! Oh, and the toy disc thing. Why that was in there, I don't know. Should I be worried? So we have a one, or the first one is a nice scenic picture. Okay, another nice one. Well, following the animal trend, that's a red deer. And that's a 3. Yeah, they have these almost moose-like antlers. Oh, nice little waterfall. A broken down cabin. A bird. Okay. Which is 6. And that's the end of them. Yeah, these are quite cool creatures. So how many animals is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But now we can get ourselves a drink, a root beer. Oh, there we go. Only 5 calories per can, sugar-free. Carbonated water, carbon dioxide, high fructose corn syrup, caramel color, phosphoric acid, natural flavors, 100% oh, gross, it's caffeine-free. And we have bear, which is 5. So that gives us 6 animals. Well. So part of why I was collecting the animals, because obviously with games like these, if it lets you zoom in on something, that is a huge hint, but there's also animals here, right? And then there was that puzzle in there. So, you know, 2 columns, 6 numbers, right? So the bird is first with the deer below it. I'm guessing that's a fox, not a wolf. So that's 2. With the other column being rabbit, which is a 1. The trout, which was 9. And the bear, which is 5. Should we be offended that an item for bears is only 5 calories when they be out there eating the most? Perfect. What am I supposed to be looking at? This was the staff room? Well, this is... Yeah, I'd agree, nothing useful. Must be the fax machine Jen used to contact me. Oh, she wrote a note for us. I have a new lead. One of the reports filed away here describes how an eyewitness saw Patrick hiking down Trapper's Trait. She said that he crossed out... Oh, appeared. Spelled appeared. Oh my gosh, I do that all the time. Just spell a word wrong, cross it out, and keep going. Appeared to be in a state of unease, glancing back behind him nervously. She greeted Patrick, but he just breezed past her as if he didn't realize she was there. I'm heading down that trail now. Meet me when you get there. So what trail did she said? Trapper's Trait? I'm going to write that down just because I'm going to forget. Even though it's in my objectives. I'd best get going. Looks like Jen found a new lead. I'm going to assume it's done with me in here then. Because I think that's what the objective was just figure out where she went. So we're going to take a right, and then a bunch of lefts, and then a right. Or I guess the directions would be go right, then keep left. And then take a right. Oh, that's so beautiful. Also, I never found the last gemstone. If we were supposed to do that, we did not. Ooh. Hello, garbage can. The lid to the trash bin isn't bulging. It must be locked. What? Oh, isn't budging. I was like, bulging. What a weird observation. Budging. Well, I'm going to assume this 7 and 8 carved into here is important. So we have 7 in a box. 8 to the in the air. Ooh, a watering can. There's a bug zapper up there, but it's too high to reach. Okay, now we know what's with the squares and the circles and the... It'll be for that. Okay. Oops, don't want to zoom in. Alright, I just want to make sure I don't miss any paths. Looks like we're going this... Ooh, up into the spooky. So we have a 1 in a square with a 2 below it. With restrooms this way, picnic area that way. The hose is rusted onto the pump. I'll need something to get it off. Ooh. We have a 6 with a 5 in a circle. Okay, a 4. Section these things off because I'm starting to mix them up. A 4 with a 3 and a diamond directly across from it. There's something in there, but my hands are too big to fit through the broken glass. Okay. Can we just break the glass? Is that not an option? A bunch of symbols on this thing. Presumably this controls the flow of water to the washroom. The hatch is nailed shut. It's locked. I'll need a key to open it. Alright, well, let's go see if we have enough numbers for that toolbox. I think we should. Must have been left here by the construction crew. So first things first, we've got 3 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, we do have enough numbers. Oops, I wanted that to be 7. Wait. Okay, the 8 doesn't say whether it's a diamond or not. So we'll do this one. And then... Oh, I do actually have one that needs to be a diamond. So I think this is going to be 1. This one's going to be 2. So it leaves us the 6 and the 5. Oops, I wanted that to be 5. Okay. With 4 and 3 on the bottom. Perfect. Alright, so he's given us little hints here because he's like, all I need are the pliers. Alright, homeboy, if all you need are the pliers, then get plying. Can we ply? Alright, and let us keep them. Can we ply? No. I'm just like going through all the things that we needed to get. Can we ply that? Okay, so now it's taking the pliers away from us. And it gave us a hex key. which the not bulging, but instead budging I'm sorry, just the shock of what I was looking at. Just the pure what the heck. Wow, okay, so not a lot we can do right off the bat. There's a couple pieces we can move, but just not a whole lot of freedom right off the bat. Okay. I need to get this piece more out of the way. But the only way to do that is I have to get this piece moved all the way to the top so I could slide that one underneath it. There's gotta be something I'm missing. Let's reset it again. Okay, that let me get, so I was able to get this piece here up to where I wanted it. Okay, so which means that now I can release this piston. However, I am now in the predicament of needing to lift up this piece. So what if we just undo? Right? Just undid some of my work. Keys. Some keys. How did they end up in here? There's nothing useful besides that key. Well, I'm going to assume it's the key for the bathroom. Yeah, because that one had a code on it. This one just wanted a key. You know, it's the worst thing ever when you're out and about and you come across a locked bathroom. Ethan, I'm going to start searching for clues off the main trails. Start from the old tool shed and head northeast into the forest at a bearing of 45 degrees. I'll set up camp and wait for you in the meantime. Jen. Why would she take a picture and then a note and then put it in the bathroom and then lock the door? That is highly suspicious. I'm gonna be real, that is incredibly suspicious. Out of order, please do not use. The flush tank is clogged. We should have it fixed soon. Okay. I mean, it's kind of broken it, but... that doesn't do us any good. The water's off. Okay. Well, this is clickable. It's click and draggable. Deviation in the pattern. I hate these kinds of dryers. I have actually been in public restrooms that use these kinds of dryers, and oh my gosh, it's literally just a solid towel that you have to pull on and dry your hands off of, and it's just, it is a mess. Okay, let's go ahead and write these down. I feel like these are one of the shapes that we used to draw as kids when we're bored. is to know I have to embrace my inner child in order to draw this shape. So that's in the second row. Oh gosh. This is kind of like got two bumpies. Then bump, and then one, and then two, and then one. Okay. You know, close enough. Right? My heart will know what it's supposed to be. Because there was that lock that had the other squiggly patterns. This is kind of... You know what? My heart's gonna know what the spiky pattern is. Where's the next one? Okay, so the first one is kind of a X, around an X shape. You know what? I'm not even gonna try drawing it. Because my shapes have all started blending together, and if I try to draw it, I'm just gonna confuse myself. Okay, the first one had 4... Yeah, it was the X shape one. This one's kind of the religious symbol one. This one had... I just passed the one I needed. Okay. This one. And then this one's the spiky one. Dang it. Okay, so in this one I could just guess. Perfect. I love my guessing tactics. It's probably not what I'm supposed to be doing, but I want that crowbar. I won't need anything else from here. Just like, at all, period. There's nothing but a bunch of useless old junk in the back of the shed. And yet it gave me the ladder. Okay. So before we continue on with our adventure of water, it let us click on the lamp. So I'm going to assume we need the lamp. To open, lift up, and pull out. It gave us a battery. Okay. Yeah, I guess I feel like I kind of am cheating a little bit, because it's like, if it lets me click on it, that's how I know we got... Go. What the f... What is this? What is this? No wonder the water's not working. I guess red is hot water, blue is cold water. Rotate that. No, but that doesn't do me any good. I could try going a different route. Did this not work? Maybe we don't get positive affirmation. I think the water to the restrooms is shut off. Okay, so it's definitely gonna it has to give us positive affirmations here. Do we have to connect every pipe? Is that what it is? Every pipe? Because I have a solid blue line. Right? Right. And then I have a solid red one. Is that not good enough? It just started moving pipes. Oh no. It's moving pipes. This is not good. Do we have to connect everything? Is that what it's threatening me with? I thought I figured it out by having a solid blue line, but... I mean, it's not undoing my hard work. The original lines that I made are still there. Okay. I think I understand. It wanted all connections made, except pipes that could obviously not be needed for connections, I think is what it was getting at. It didn't want the water to escape. Oh, there we go. I was like, it was telling me it filled up the can, so I'm like, let me take the can. Is this what I need the crowbar for? Is this broken? I guess so. I actually did an escape room recently where we had to do this, so I feel fully confident. Dang it. Can I... Great, the flashlight decided it's a good time to run out of battery. But yeah, the escape room, we had to pour water down a pipe into a toilet just like this. Now will it let me? Oh, gross. Oh. Yeah, I don't want to know what's in there. Okay. Gross. So the objective said to get the compass, and then I can follow her directions, because she said precisely 45 degrees. This is very important that we go exactly 45 degrees. I think it was like a northwestern direction. Which we never found, we still never found that extra gemstone. So we're looking. Oh, doing our good compass calculations. What do we got? We have a bit of a tent. Girl was really setting up for the long haul, wasn't she? Oh. Oh gosh. That could be Wendigo. That could be Wendigo. Oh, the poor girl. I hope she's not a missing person now too. Jennifer Reed. Her boots are there at camp. Like, a lot of stuff was left behind. To be continued. Is that... I knew it was chapter 1, but is that really the end? We've really reached the end already. Yep. Aurora Hills Chapter 1. By Novasoft Interactive. And of course we'll go through the credits here a little bit. Well, that was good. I liked that. I liked the puzzles. I liked the graphics that they had going on. I think it was a very beautifully made game. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see any of the... I mean, not see, but we didn't get to hear any of the sound effects from like the music and stuff because I had all that turned off. So if you guys want to try the puzzles for yourselves, maybe find the gemstone that I couldn't find. Definitely, I would recommend trying this out for yourselves. I think this game was released fairly recently. I don't know when Chapter 2 is coming out. Yeah, it was released April 20th, 2024. So it was literally just this year, just a few months ago. So we're going to have a bit of a wait for Chapter 2, but it is free. And it's a work in progress. You know, the game itself is completed, but we should hopefully get some more chapters. I do believe they have other games. If you guys wanted to check out more of what they themselves have made. Yeah, Novasoft Interactive. Yeah, they have something called Meridian. The prologue for Meridian is free, but the rest does cost money. But they're very affordable. Very affordable. So yeah, that's all I've got to say about that. I hope you guys enjoyed this more puzzle gaming YouTube format that I'm going to try out. And I'll definitely be doing more of these. I've compiled quite a list of games that I would like to play, but if you want to come hang out with me live and see some of my regular content, which I typically do TCG games, as well as simulators live on Twitch as Mulbre as well. So same name, all platforms. And again, the music that we were listening to is made by LoFi Geek, makes royalty and copyright-free music for content creators, which is really awesome. And I don't think I mentioned it, but it's on Aurora Hills is on Steam, so that's primarily what I use for all my games is Steam. And I think that's all I've got to say to end this here. I'm still working on this. I've officially reached the 1-year mark of streaming on Twitch, and you'd think I'd get a little bit better, but it's still a work in progress. So, but I will see you all hopefully in the next live stream. So until next time, bye!